Jason's over here. He knows exactly what he's supposed to do.
Drop that.
And he missed it. Yeah, today we're feeding chicken, and I have one catfish carcass. We use a catfish fillet for our Chinese salamander, so we cut that off instead of throwing it away and wasting it. We give it to our garbage disposals.
Woo!
Now these are false gharials. We like to call them Tomistoma because they're not false. They're actually really here. Their Tomistoma is their scientific name. There we go. And I want him to just touch onto this pole without biting it, just like that. See how quickly he grabs onto that? That long, slender snout that he has is specifically designed for catching fish through the water. With the slender snout, there's less resistance when they cut through the water. You'll see other animals like bottlenose dolphins are the same. They have a slender snout for the same reason, so they can catch fish through the water. Really? Wow, all right. So I'm going to try to get this guy to come up on the land. That's one of the new behaviors that we're working on. Okay, one a little bit closer, buddy. There. You missed it. Alright, I'll call him back over this way. Oh, he found it. Never mind. He knows it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. Does anybody have any questions about these guys or what I'm doing here? We feed them once a week, and it depends on what we're feeding them. We feed them a wide variety of prey items because in the wild they eat anything that swims through the water, anything that lands in the water, anything that falls in the water is potential prey for them. So it varies. We usually do about a pound or two a week, depending on what we're feeding. Today, since we're feeding the chicken and the catfish, we're going to feed them a pound and a half. Quite a bit, actually. Very messy here. Strong enough to hurt you. These guys don't have as strong of crushing power as some of the other crocodilians because of that long, slender snout. But if you look closely, his jawline goes back behind his eyes, so that face is very, very broad, and that's where he's going to get all his power. These guys are only halfway grown. They'll grow up to be 16 feet long. This big guy is just over 8 feet long. And in the wild, they are known to be man killers, so they can have pretty strong jaw crushing. And they come from Indonesia, Malaysia, that type of area, very warm, watered rivers. And this water right here is a nice, cool 78 degrees. They're actually both male. And we're working to try to find them a mate, but they are very rare, not only in the wild, but in captivity as well. So we're actually very, very lucky to have these individuals here. And these ones actually came to us, kind of a sad story, but it's actually really nice to be able to show everybody these amazing creatures. They're actually part of a compensation. Since we're so close to LAX, we get calls from Fish and Game to let us know when people try to illegally smuggle animals into the country. And so these guys were found strapped to some guy's leg about this long. Wow. Yeah, they were little bitty tiny babies. And that was about 10 or 15 years ago. He's heading that way. He's holding on to his chicken piece. Trying to sneak him into the country. Yeah. So they got busted at the airport, and so Fish and Game called us to ask us to take care of them. And so we started taking care of them when they're little babies. And when we started building this facility, they were too big for what we had them in originally. So we shipped them out to St. Augustine, Florida, one of the only places in the world that has every single species of crocodilian. So we allowed them to raise them up until this current size and then ship them back over here when we opened up the lid. Yeah, we're very excited to have these guys here. couple pieces left. I'm going to try to get the big guy to come back over here. And when he,
What were they going to do with the elephants?
sell them, try to keep them as pets. People do a lot of stupid things. Alright, when this big guy starts swimming over here, take a close look at how he swims. You'll notice, even though they have webbed feet, they don't use their feet at all. It's just their tails that they use to power them. And he'll just tuck his legs back in as streamlined as possible, and just start swimming over here really quick. You see that? Just nice. He conserves a lot of energy that way, because to see how thick that tail is, that's